I thought we were really organized, actually. You want to play with pace, but you want to make sure we're executing. And I thought we were, for the most part, executed well. And we just didn't make shots, and that's not the only reason. But really struggled, especially from three, in the fourth quarter. But I didn't mind our process. I thought, there's a lot of positives there. Obviously, the fouling second half, particularly third quarter, got them, I think, a little momentum. There was some coverage, lack of communication situations that, led to mishaps, a few second chance points. But in general, I didn't think there was an issue with the offense. I like the things we did, and in general, I thought we had some carryover from, the other night. So that's a positive, and continue to build on that.
Would the offense have executed better if the game hadn't slowed down a little bit, turned into more of a half-court game?
I mean, potentially. I mean, you always want to push, but, we had to run some guys longer than we wanted due to foul trouble. And, you run the risk of, running out of gas. So I'll err on the side of execution and instead of just trying to, play fast and take quick shots.
With down one and with about 30 seconds left in the game, Kuz helped off of Durant on a Booker drive. Should he have helped on that play?
I mean, it's easy in hindsight to say yes. We've been stressing being in the right spot, show a crowd, make him kick the ball. I think he did the right thing.
Wes, what specifically is the carryover you're happy to see tonight?
I thought we tried to play team ball. I think the ball was moving. Obviously the assists don't show because we struggled to make shots. But I thought we were, trying to play the right way and do the right thing. So I think that's carryover. When
you're seeing those shots kind of just stop going in or tail off like that, is there a trend that you're seeing, guys just being rushed into it or a little bit out of position?
I'd have to look at the film to exactly, to that point. But I think 6 or 7 of those missed ones in the fourth were open. And, I can live with that.
What did you see from Gafford tonight?
Gafford was unbelievable. I mean, just he takes a beating some nights, and he just keeps going. 26, I think 17 rebounds. Was a presence for us. And that's a hard thing to do, just always quarterbacking the defense and being tasked with protecting the rim at an elite level. But he made play after play to kind of keep us in it. And, to his credit, never gets a touch, by design, but he makes the most of those minutes.
Our offense kind of stalled a little bit. I take responsibility for that. I got to be better when teams, take me out the game. They did a good job of face guarding and really limited my paint attempts, making me shoot a lot of threes. But I got to be better. So.
But Kyle, at the same time, didn't the tempo of that game slow down, particularly in the fourth, where you guys couldn't quite play at your speed that you usually play?
Yeah, I mean, that usually happens in fourth quarters. That's kind of the name of the game. I mean, we were beating them because we were getting up and down, but it comes to a point in the game where you have to play some half-court basketball, and that's something we haven't really figured out, how to navigate this year yet. So.
On that play where the Suns went up by 3 with, I think, 28 seconds to go, where you helped out on Booker's drive, is that where you should have been on that play, protecting the nail when he's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You see when you guys are in your half-court offense, are you getting to your right spots? Wes is kind of talking about that's something you need to do more a lot for you to see.
I mean, we just have to really just figure out what we were trying to get to in the fourth and stuff. It kind of changes a lot, so we just have to have more familiarity. I butchered that word, but we just have to figure out what we're trying to get to in the fourth quarters. That's kind of been a little issue. So.
You mean being able to kind of change on the fly like that?
Well, change on the fly, but just understand, what are we trying to get to in our strengths. I think for the most part, we kind of deal with, we got good looks. They wanted to trap, they wanted to play with Gaff and let Gaff make decisions and try to be at the rim. And, that's what they were kind of living with and dying with. So, you just got to take it on the chin. So.
What about Gafford's game tonight? How well did he play?
He played really well. He was on the boards aggressively, and a lot of, I feel like the Suns' game plan was to, make him play 4-on-3 basketball, make decisions, and, he scored, he got to the rim, made good plays. So.
Where did you see carryover from the win over Indiana to tonight?
Well, I mean, we played defense tonight. I think, that was very huge for us. We made it tough for Book and KD all night. They don't really shoot under 40% often, so under 50% often. So, that's a positive.
It's nice to see Brad very briefly for the game.
Yeah, it sucks that he has that injury bug right now, but he's in good spirits. So.
I feel like that we came out with a sense of urgency to be able to win the game tonight. Push going to shove down the stretch, guys hit shots, and we just got to the point to where it was just back and forth, I would say. Sorry about that. He tends to interrupt from time to time. But in all honesty, I feel like the effort was there. And it went all the way down to the wire, and they just had an extra push more than us, I would say.
What do you think made the difference in the fourth quarter?
In the fourth, everybody was crashing the boards on their end. And I was down there battling with 𝗪𝗭𝗪𝗧, and there was maybe 2 or 3 other guys that was coming down there fighting with him. So at the end of the day, we just have to pay attention to detail and make sure, the little guys don't get on the glass and let the big fellas fight down there. But, push come to shove, they came down and, they banged with us. So.
When the game inevitably slows down in the fourth quarter, what does the half-court offense need to do to be a little bit more productive?
Borderline excellent. We have to be able to have poise. We have to be able to be in a position to where it's, no mistakes, because fourth quarters matter, because that's when the game really gets intense. That's when the game gets to the point to where everybody ups their energy, everybody ups their effort, everybody ups everything. So we have to be able to do the same thing. They facilitate the floor. They are able to just kind of like facilitate their way to be just like offensively excellent. We have to be the same way.